Hi, everyone. And we're live, I hope. How's everybody doing today? Hit it, Hal. Today's discussion.
It's like those TV shows you see where they're like, and you're on camera.
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about our antique booth and also our website and why these things might be an option for you to have other streams of ways to sell things. They might not sell on eBay, so you might be able to put them in an antique booth, or and the joys of creating your own website.
She deals with the joy. I'm just like I am the sounding board and person she complains to, but she's
quality assurance, because I say, here, look at this and tell me what you see.
And there you have it.
And what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah. So I'm going to say hi to some people. We've got No Money G in the chat. Just me, Kathy. Hi, guys. We've got, let's see, Moronic Pest. We've got
because she should.
Robin. Yeah, Robin's. I think Robin's on the road too. Just me, Kathy. I said that. Lisa C. Who else am I missing? I'm looking at the side chat, way over on the side. No Money G. Midwest Picker. Dave. Dave's out there. I sent Dave the link, so if Dave wants to pop in, he's more than welcome. And I sent Dee the link, and if she wants to pop in, she's not doing her booth things, she's more than welcome too. Come on down. So that's, and did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Everybody saying hi to everybody else. Vital Champion. Oh, Record Crate's in there too. Dude, love those records. Can't get enough. Can't get enough. Actually, and they sell pretty good in the booth too.
Yeah.
All records seem to.
Dawn's the record guru.
Oh, I wouldn't call myself a guru. I like to go through. I like to shop through the dollar bins. Let's put it that way, and find fun things to.
We start out with a small amount of records, in our booth.
I thought you were going to talk about my collection.
No, our collection is exponentially huge.
Getting bigger.
Well, it's not as huge as some people's, but
no, this is true, but it's sufficient for our space.
A few years ago, we had a friend that gifted us their collection, and so that was fun because they had a lot of good music.
Yeah, and they had a decent turntable too, which
and
I also
they gifted us their
turntable,
really nice turntable, which we just had to get tuned up. So
very nice.
But not all records sell at our booth, so. One of the things we do at our booth is that our inventory numbers are 4 digits. So we code them in such a way that we know when we go to the booth, we don't have to have our inventory sheet in front of us. Yeah. We can tell that we put something in 2018 and it's time for it to move out.
The lower the number, the older it is. So But we put the link to the website Mary's been working on for a while now, but we had some health things happen, so it's kind of been put on the back burner, but now we're back to it. If you want to go check out the website, and I'm going to pull it up as well. So let me share screen here a second.
And it's pretty easy to get to. It's if you do Google search, it's 2hipchicks2.com.
Yeah, there we go. So there it is. We got your lovely little COVID warning because we can't guarantee the post office will do what it's supposed to do. Yeah.
They've been doing pretty well by us, but just never know.
We'll not be getting Sonic today.
So why are we talking food? Just because it's lunchtime.
I know, Sonic. Ooh. All right.
Our Sonic is kind of ill.
So here she's got it. So what she did was, this is through Spotify.
It's Shopify. Sorry. Spotify's music.
We were talking music earlier. She did this through Shopify, and she has it linked for to accept payments. So she's got it hooked up for to sell things, which is really cool. She has it. We've got it listed by category, as well as just you can go and look at everything. So if you want to look at like vintage glass, and then go to Fenton. You can see some of the Fenton pieces we have listed so far. And what do you think takes the most time when you're setting this up? Is it the descriptions? Is it the
website itself, or
yeah, when you're setting up, when like say you're putting an item on here, or just okay, let's go back to setting up because you're right. You had to set the thing up before you did anything.
And we know that doing a website is not everybody's cup of tea. The nice thing about this is you don't have to know a lot of HTML. It helps if you do, though.
Yeah.
I used a free template. I got the least expensive package deal. So within that package deal, you're allowed different templates that you can use for free. So I imported everything from Etsy that we had on Etsy at the time, because I found that Etsy, while it served a purpose, and it was just time for it to expand out because Etsy has their own set of issues. So this was the easiest way for me to set up a website. So basically, I also had a mentor. I knew somebody off of Etsy that was on Shopify, and I reached out to her last year and I asked her if she would be willing, how to go about this. Can she impart some knowledge? And she ended up being an unpaid mentor. And she posts, we have a Facebook page, and it's not just vintage people. She assists anybody. So if they're,
cool. She's a big help too, right?
Yeah. She went through when I thought I was set up and ready to go, and basically sent me a 2-page email with so many helpful hints, constructive criticism, how to frame my pictures better, so that there's more consistency. So it's a work in progress still. It's always going to be a work in progress because they're always
truly
adding features. You can link apps to it, things like that. So it took me a few months of going through each listing, and I'm still doing that because there's things now that I know I have to do. Like each photo should have a description so that if somebody is vision impaired,
it can read it to them.
It can read it to them, and it give them a description like, oh, this is the front of this piece of Fenton glass, and it has this on it. So that takes time.
That does take time. These are cool.
So it's been live for about a year. We have not had any sales yet, but
oh, hey Dee. Dee's in packing orders.
Hi Dee.
She's working. She's lurking and working.
But that takes marketing. You don't have the benefit of a name like eBay or Etsy or Mercari that's out there. You have to market yourself and social media.
And that's the part we didn't really follow through on yet because we had other things, other irons in the fire, to put it, one way. But and then it's got the whole thing here. That's cool. There's a lot of categories. Shisk. So I guess my question is anybody else in the store or anybody else out in the chat have they done this? Are they thinking about doing this? Is it something you would consider? What's the fee for this? How much is this having this website cost?
$29 a month.
So this is $29 a month. Okay. And does that include the link for the software you need to link it for e-purchases for people to buy things? Mm-hmm. That's all inclusive. Okay.
I believe so.
Cool. Hey, Westside Gary's here. Leon's here. Kathy, of course. Hi, guys. So not yet. Yeah. Dave, you're the guy who's buying masks with your logo on it. I thought for sure you'd have a store. But anyway, that's the site. You guys can take a look at it at your leisure. We'd love feedback on it. We'd love to know what you think. And if you got questions or whatever, let us know. But that's just one of the little things that we got, one of the irons we have in the fire
because we're always looking
Cheeky
for
monkey.
ways to, back in the early days of internet and stuff, eBay was the thing to sell on.
Not anymore.
And, just like any forum, there's issues. So at least now we have, and by we, I mean resellers, have a variety of options available to us. You have Facebook Marketplace, you've got, for big things, you have, and even little things, and you have Etsy, and you have Mercari, and I don't even know them all. And there's no way, I don't think, that you can do them all, because like Westside Gary, who said that?
Westside Gary, oh, you're talking about
somebody said, yeah, eBay takes all their time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it does. That's why she's doing this and I'm doing eBay for sure. Because it does. eBay takes a lot of time. So you definitely have to have the time to do it.
Especially if you're selling consistently. I think people, when they get into reselling, they don't realize.
So Moronic Pest says.
Oh, Moronic Pest. Sorry about that.
No, I have a website.
eBay takes all my time.
Yeah. Still have a website through Homestead going back 20 years, but rarely updated anymore. Yeah. I know. And then this is going to be like anything, just like we were talking about doing the booth. It takes time. You have to make sure you schedule time to go in and refresh your products, rotate out your stock, et cetera, et cetera. The same thing you do with eBay. It's just doing it in person or doing it on a website. So but it is time, and time's really the only thing that we can't stretch out. So, okay. Who else is there? Kimmy showed up. Kimmy. What else we got going on?
So Dawn and I play on each other's strengths, basically, which is nice having a business partner and spouse that is just involved in it. But she does the techie stuff. And I, as far as like building me a computer and setting my computer up and brainstorming things when things go, like you get the blue screen of death. Yeah. So I took it upon myself to do the website and to sell on Etsy. That's not Dawn's thing. She rocks and rolls on eBay. And we both take an active part in the booth, because there's no way that just one of us could do it.
Well, you could, but it takes a lot of time.
And one of the things we did when we got the booth is, like, we have a friend that works there, and he's been really helpful as far as giving us little tips and tricks about, like telling us to make sure you rotate things out. Yeah. That you change things up, because.
Well, he had his own store too for a while.
Yeah, he had his own business.
Huge, like, importing, and he bought basically.
He'd make home decor to Mexico.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was
such good stuff.
He did, and I'm sorry he's not there anymore.
But yeah, just simple little tips and tricks, like, you got to rotate, you got to move things around, because we get regulars in, and if they see everything's in the same place, they won't stop in your booth and buy anything. So
it's kind of like driving down the highway and looking at the same billboard over and over again. After a while, you don't even see it.
Well, that's actually
that's an analogy I have.
Yes, so advertising is different.
Well, I know, but if you've seen it enough, you've seen it enough.
So, like yesterday, we went in and we were talking to our friend, and he said, well, the weekend was really slow, and he only sold a couple things out of his booth, so don't expect much. And we got a printout of what we've done for July, and we made rent and then some.
And then some, like major and then some.
So we now have a play date on Mondays that we're going to go to the booth, and we're going to put a few new items in, move things around, maybe pull some stuff.
Yeah.
If we're having if it gets towards the end of the month, do we want to have a quick sale to just move some product out? So we're already thinking about the holidays, unfortunately.
Yeah, but still, well, maybe Christmas in July help.
So
help us think about that. Find holiday stuff. So we have piles of holiday stuff. Can't wait. Can't wait. So Robin's out on the road, I guess. Where's she at? She's in the chat and she's yakking with people. So she left Florida and she's now headed, I think, South Carolina, wherever she's going.
Wow.
I know.
Robin's getting around.
Robin's getting around. I got to watch the video for sure. So,
anybody got any questions?
Yeah. Hey, Mary, how you doing?
I like anybody named Mary.
Of course you do.
Yes, we're so few and far between.
I know, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Insert maniacal laugh. Yeah, maniacal. Sorry.
Maniacal laugh here.
Words. Pulling the words out.
It ain't easy. It ain't easy being cheesy, baby. Oh, what? Put Kimmy in a timeout. Yeah. No, Kimmy's usually pretty good. She's pretty good. I do need to wrench Kimmy though. That way she can put other people in a chat. And moderator. There we go. Now Kimmy has a wrench and you guys can duke it out.
So what avenues do you guys all
South
sell
Carolina.
on?
Okay. Yeah. In the chat, let me have what platforms you guys are on. Most of you are probably on eBay, I know, but called it out. Gonna do this. 1 for eBay.
Oh, you're gonna remember all this?
Yeah.
Really?
2 for Amazon.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. 3 for Etsy, and 4 for Facebook Marketplace. There you go. Hit it. 1 eBay, 2 Amazon.
Yeah, this isn't gonna go well.
3 Etsy, and 4 Facebook Marketplace. Who's selling on what platform?
Mary buys. That's why we love you, Mary.
Mary buys.
Because you buy stuff.
She does buy. And she buys.
Wow,
she buys
and
stuff.
there's online auctions.
Oh.
Since
that's true.
Since we got into the pandemic,
Those things blown
Robin's
up.
a zero.
Robin does 0 sales.
So
I understand that, Robin. You're too busy.
So that's another wonderful avenue that you can get into. Oh, wow. Macari and Posh.
Oh, there you go. I forgot those
Wow.
because I don't even use those.
And
that's
not a buyer or seller. That's cool too.
Mm-hmm. Not 4. Oops. Okay. No problem, Junk Girl Patty. No problem. 6. 5, 6. A busy girl. Kathy's okay.
I don't know that a lot of people who get into reselling know exactly how much work is involved behind the scenes. Even if you do just online auctions where you're not listing, you still have to get everything ready. Mm-hmm. You have to be somewhat organized and know what you're selling.
It's one of my flaws.
Yeah, we kind of have to hustle at the last minute sometimes also.
Oh shit.
But you still have to package. You gotta send out invoices. I mean, if you had to write a manual, an employee manual, because Dawn and I have both worked in the real world.
Real world. That's what real world
for corporations and such. And so,
the standing operating procedure for selling
employee manuals,
whatever.
What your job is involved. I mean, if we all sat down and wrote out a manual step by step, don't do it. It's so boring.
Well, everybody's different too.
Everybody's got their own.
Their processes are different. Some
style.
people print multiple labels all at once, and some people print it 1 per package as they're going along packing.
I'm more like a 1 per package, just because I've screwed up before.
Sending women's underwear to a guy in Brooklyn is not a good idea unless he ordered it, and usually that's not the case.
Why would you even bring that up?
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my mind was screwing up an order. Not that I've ever done that, and I know it's oddly specific, but I have never done that. Not the women's underwear, anyway.
That's why our underwear drawer is a little short these days.
Oh,
you got desperate, did you?
No, I can't. Nope. Not talking about that.
So if you had to write it all down, I think you'd even be surprised about how many little steps are involved in having to process just one item.
So it takes time. And that's why some people, people who are really rolling and rocking and rolling have people that list for them. They have people that take pictures for them. They have people that package and mail for them. We don't have any.
Yeah, the dog is worthless.
Yeah, the dog doesn't do good. She's a Shih Tzu. She's small. Her hands are
useless.
Small. Yeah. do it.
As far as she's got the cute factor going on, but right now she's laying on the floor down here, so she's not barking upstairs and she's snoring.
Yes, do.
So she's the only pet we have that is allowed in this room. Actually,
we're not to the point where we're going to hire anybody, right?
No,
not yet. No,
we can't hardly hire ourselves.
I know. Sad but true. Sad but true. Oh yeah. See, Kimmy's a one-woman show. Yeah, I know. Pretty much, Dave is a one-woman show. I'm sorry, Dave's not a one-woman show, although he could be. Dave will now chime in about that, I'm sure. One website suggestion: put your eBay store link on your website, since they can look up your feedback and know you're credible that way. Write that shit down.
I'm writing it down.
Thank you,
Mr. Pest.
Mr. Pest. Mr. Pest. Maybe a Mrs. Pest.
Because I don't like moronic.
No,
I don't think that Mr. Pest is probably moronic. Unless he knows pests that are moronic.
He named himself.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So anyway, yes, eBay linked. Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you. And thank you, Kimmy. I love you too.
Thank you.
Midwest Pickers questioning. I don't know what the question mark is for. Possibly the one-woman show comment. Maybe. I'm a one star. That's true. And Banana is my favorite character. I love Argyle, but Banana.
I'm going with the turtle.
Makes it.
Jerry.
You know why I like Banana? I'll tell you why I like Banana. It's not a personal preference, mind you. It's just like Banana for the character, because Banana makes Donna blush probably more than anybody. Not Jerry, not Argyle's cute, but Banana makes people blush. I think that's funny as hell. There you go. There's my take on why I like Banana. So there's no confusion.
So anybody in the chat, I just saw that
Banana.
Cajun reseller sold some out of the storage unit. How many people buy storage units?
Yeah, because we've not even thought. Well, we've thought about it, but then we thought about the space we don't have. For a fast
minute.
Yeah,
and then space is at a premium, and then having to clean it out.
Yeah.
And go through everything and dispose of everything. If it's not sellable.
There are ways to get around having to like immediately run in and dump it out in 2 days. You can make arrangements with the company to get like rent free for a month while you clean it out. I don't know if some will and some won't. Or you can, just haul everything over to a different place and get a month free. But we don't have the storage space for it. And that's why we're not doing it right now. If I can get through my garage and get one car in, then I might think about it. So if you are storage unit resellers, you have my most sincere admiration, because I have no idea how you do that. And then there's people.
Is that all you do though? Is that all you do is buy storage units? Do you also go to estate sales and stuff, or do you just primarily see? We like the hunt. We like, I guess for me, storage units are kind of
well, it's a gamble
for me, and I guess the best way to say it. And so you can't get in to see what's in there, whereas if I go to an estate sale or garage sale, I can look at the item, I can see if it's any defects. I can know.
And you're definitely flying blind most of the time.
And I would rather take a gamble on, say, like this pen, just as an example, and say, well, I've not sold this before, but there might be a market for it.
Right.
And then if I only spent $2 and
is that why? Because it was a $2 gamble and not a $200 gamble?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. So I think for me personally, I would, because we talked about this last week with Dave when he asked, do you buy stuff out of your comfort zone?
I do.
But
yeah, there is a limit. I think it right now.
I think going to a garage sale or an estate sale and buying something that I'm not familiar with and taking a $5 risk is not as risky to me as trying to bid on a storage unit full of bins that I don't know what they're.
Well, and that might come with your comfort level going up too with and as
And
we
us
get
building
rolling
an
with
addition
it,
on the back of the house.
well, that
you
too,
know.
that too. So Mary says, I might sell if I had a partner to back me up on my bad days. I need to do something about this death pile. Yeah, I hear you there. It does help to have somebody around to help.
It really does. D, nice.
D took a chance, no phone, and bought things. Good job, D. See, I love the fact that she's got estate sales on Tuesday. Where in this?
We have to. If they have them, they're like an hour away.
They're Thursday, Friday.
We have
sales.
estate sales that do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but they're usually in Indiana.
Yeah, I was gonna say South Bend or whatever.
And I'm not sure I want to drive that far just for that. Plus, I have stuff to do. I have furniture I have to repaint.
True.
Or paint.
That's another thing. Yeah.
And fix and
that's
stuff.
why a booth is handy for those big projects.
That if I ever get to them.
You got them.
Because they're buried under boxes.
You're getting there. That's what you just chew it up. It's like eating an elephant, a bite at a time.
Oh, there's something else that I just thought of.
Uh-oh.
Since we're just chit-chatting.
We're
chit-chatting.
Hey, Jennifer.
Boxes and store and packing supplies. We have a friend that we actually have a couple friends now that they work in jobs that have pretty decent boxes and bubble wrap.
So we're lucky.
That is used once and is clean. So he saves it for us and comes over with his trunk full of in his car and drops all this stuff off. So
yeah. So we're lucky. But do you guys have sources like that? Have you been looking for sources like that? And do you have, or do you just buy retail as far as like off of Amazon or the Boxery or eBay? Yeah, some of the smaller boxes I get with, my coupon for the store, but most of the larger boxes, I would say we either buy or now we've got a garage full of boxes thanks to our friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have nothing better to do.
If you have friends, here's a suggestion. If you have friends that participate in
gets hers at the dumpster.
Those food deliveries where they send you like fresh ingredients in a box and
the insulation stuff.
Yeah. One of our friends gets these nice like 12 by 12 very thick boxes.
Yeah.
And they come with ice packs.
There's some foam back there somewhere.
And it comes with foam to protect all the fresh ingredients inside
and keep
stuff.
It colder. It's great insulation. It works great.
Yeah, she gave us those boxes and it was like
I shared the wealth with Dee. Dee loves them. So now if I get more, Dee wants more of that stuff, I'm sure. Yeah, she says the food insulation stuff is fantastic. It is. It's great. So you think about using that because it's the plastic on both sides with it's spongy in the middle and it really works well. So
because since I sell, or I should say but
coupon for supplies,
but because I sell particularly a lot of breakables, padding the box is essential to get that stuff.
All the glassware.
All my glassware and everything that I sell, it's essential that I pad it to the nth degree. I would rather end up paying a little more in shipping and have it come out of my pocket than have the thing break on the way there.
True.
And I've had things break. I didn't pack them well enough or whatever, and lesson learned, or the post office punted it across the floor. So
yeah. So some people Kathy gets hers from the dumpsters.
Yeah, Dee just said that.
Yeah. Foam is a strong word. There's a bubble wrap and air pillows Dave gets from his family,
which is, let your family. That's what we did. We let our family and friends know. Dawn's mom saves us boxes. She doesn't buy or sell. Well, she buys, but she buys online, and so she saves us boxes and bubble wrap and air bubbles
and like Moronic Pest gets theirs off eBay. I buy new retail supplies because I sell the same items, quantities the same, all the time. If you've got it standardized where you're selling no money G, you got it standardized where you're selling the same exact thing and you know which box fits it. Yeah, you got it. You pretty much got to buy that
also because there's no guarantee that we're gonna get boxes from our friends.
Yeah.
And some of the smaller items we sell need to go into like a little 6x6x6 box. And
Which, yes, is
first
your
class,
standard.
just because a padded envelope is not going to cut it. So we
Sure.
do also order boxes
Mm-hmm.
and
sure.
bubble wrap.
Kathy's got a tip. You can find a food insulating bubble wrap in huge sheets at the Dollar General dumpsters on their cardboard dollies stored behind the store. Thank you.
I'll send Dawn to get that.
She's going to be sending me. I have to get my claw from Amazon yet, but I'm going to get her into a dumpster one of these days.
No.
So, maybe not.
Getting me in the dumpster would be a hassle, and then seriously getting me out of the dumpster would even be a bigger hassle. Yeah, they would need a tow truck.
That's why you have the claw. You have to watch Kathy's videos. You get the claw, and you can go way
Kathy's
down in.
Very good at it.
She jumps in on some that I would not jump in on, but it's God bless you. For sure. So what else is going on in the chat? You see me?
Yeah, I buy a lot of the shipping supplies I need off of eBay also.
Yeah. The smaller boxes, like I've got over here, and the little, what are they, Dave? 6x4x4 boxes or whatever.
Poly mailers I buy off of, I have a specific company I use on eBay out of California that
but that's because
always got good customer service.
That's not the branded eBay stuff either. That's
that's stuff so I can ship sewing patterns.
She's selling off Etsy. She doesn't want to throw it in an eBay poly mailer.
No.
Which would be interesting.
So yeah,
I found that because I sell records and some other flat things, the eBay record boxes are actually pretty good. They work for a lot of different things. They're a little pricey, but they're not bad. They're pricey. That style of record wrap is.
Are they more expensive than going to Gordon's food service and
getting
buying
pizza
boxes?
No, but they present better. They present better than a pizza box. I try to use a clean pizza box when I mail records, or at least I used to. Yes, Dave loves the 6x4x4 boxes, and you go through them a lot. Yeah, I still have some pizza boxes back there that I'm just going to cut up and use for flats. Yes, but they worked. So what?
Hey, it worked.
It's a pizza box, but it's a clean pizza box. It's not like I eat pizza first and then just use the box to mail a record. That would be rude.
No, we don't do that.
No. But the record crate's like, protection is important. True, in life and in shipping. Point taken. Now I just mentioned pizza, so the food thing is going to go back around again. Yeah, you got to protect them. And shipping records, I've learned a lot about shipping records.
78s are very difficult to ship.
If you want to ship a 78, you might want to wrap it in, I don't know, a suitcase and double, triple wrap it because they break so easy. Of course, we had that phone get broken. I sold get this. We sold a huge, massive desk phone.
5 lines.
5-line desk phone, and I shipped it in a box
in a baby blue color.
It was beautiful, and I shipped it to the guy, and I wrapped it really well, and it was packed like a brick, and the post office broke it. I don't know how they did it. The box didn't look too bad, but they broke it. So it goes to show you that no matter how well you wrap something, there's an idiot out there who can to break it for you. All right. If you never hear from me again, it's because I got arrested raiding Dollar General's dumpsters.
Mr. Pest, let us know when you get bail how it went.
Yeah. It's true.
I'm too much of a scaredy cat. I'm for dumpsters. I'm just
first of all, Kathy goes weird. Alone.
For me,
But if you're with somebody, it wouldn't be as bad.
So what? You could have a lookout on the corner?
You betcha. Or pull me out. A pull me out person would be helpful too.
Kathy, don't take me wrong at all. I have nothing against you doing this. It's not a judgment call. It's
nothing but the utmost respect for you.
Yeah, Kathy. I think what you do is awesome. Actually, I'm not comfortable doing it. So I find other things to do.
I'm still going to do it though. So there you go. I'm just gonna, and all you have to say is, all you have to say is, we're looking for boxes. Even if you're over there in the other dumpster that doesn't have boxes.
Even though the trunk of your car is filled with stuff, from the store.
that they threw away.
I just don't know how they are around here about that sort of thing.
A lot of the bigger stores in our area have the compactors, so they don't even.
Yeah, they're sealed.
You can't get to them.
You don't even want it. Yeah,
but you can get to the box stuff for sure. And Dave, no, I didn't put it in a poly mailer. I'm not that girl. Not that girl. I packed it.
Dave.
I know. I'll show you pictures next time.
Dave, I wouldn't have let her put it in a poly mailer. I'm like overcautious when I package my stuff. So, yeah, no. I would have been like, what are you doing?
No, I wouldn't have done that.
I would have been.
I'm not
like,
that crazy.
What are you doing?
I wouldn't put it in a padded mailer either. Poly or padded. No. And thank you, Kathy, for knowing that it's not illegal in Michigan to dumpster dive.
She doesn't even live in Michigan.
She knows the law, baby. She travels. I don't know, but she knows.
Oh, our ordinance, our township is like ordinances. What are those?
Yeah, they're really lax on a lot of that stuff. Unless somebody complains.
Unless you're burning leaves and then your fireman neighbor complains.
That happened once. Yeah, that was funny.
I had to play ignorance.
Oh, really? We can't burn leaves? She did it, though. She did it. Keeping stuff out of the landfill, Mary says, alone is so very commendable. Not even starting on how wasteful these stores are. I know.
Yeah.
But you only have to watch a couple of Kathy's videos to see how wasteful they are.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Kathy, I've watched some of your videos with Dawn, and if you can stock a food pantry cupboard with the stuff you find like in one night, that's ridiculous waste. It's just ridiculous. So Moronic Pests, I think we have to pay a $200 fee to dumpster dive here. What? Really? That's pretty shitty. Wow.
I know. Just walk around with $200.
Is that you have to pay it to be allowed to dumpster dive, or is that a penalty if you get caught dumpster diving?
Yeah, is it a fee or is it a penalty?
Clarify, please, Mr. Pest.
Instead of donating, some of the stores spray paint and cut clothes. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous, Mary. It's like, just donate it. Pull the tags off it and donate it. Don't.
That could be like a whole hour in and of itself.
Yeah, truly. Kathy should do a whole thing on going around asking people why they don't donate their stuff rather than toss it in the dumpster. I found this in your dumpster. Why don't you donate this?
I don't get it. I just don't get it. And we have food pantries around here, so
and some do. I mean, some places do donate things.
Yeah,
but the amount, I think the greater amount do not, which is ridiculous. And moving forward, their pantries are getting hit harder and harder because more and more people are out of work. So they need to do a little better on that, I think. Get a tax write-off. Hello, Derek's in the audience. Hello, Derek. How you doing, buddy?
And suddenly she reverts to a slightly
I don't know what that was.
Perverted English
with
accent.
No trespassing signs or locks. Yeah. Yeah, if they have a no trespassing sign.
So it is a licensing fee.
Really?
So the city is charging $200 to make money
off of people dumpster diving.
Off of businesses' dumpsters. How does that even work?
Wow.
How does that even work? Because wouldn't you think the businesses would get that money?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd love to see them police that. I'd love to know how they do that. Do you have a permit to dive in this dumpster? That's crazy.
It's posted on the right-hand side of my car.
Permits only.
It's like a building permit, only different.
Pay it to City Hall ahead of time. I'll be danged.
$200.
Wow.
That's kind of steep.
Okay, I got a question for Kathy. If that were the case, Kathy, would you do that? Would you pay $200 to dumpster dive? If you had to pay, say, and legitimize what you're doing? That's wild. I mean, you probably do it for the... I mean, if that were the case and I was into it, I would probably do it just to keep stocking the pantries and doing that.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
So it'd be worth it. And then you could always write it off as, I guess, maybe. $10 peddler's permit in Derrick City. Really? Dang. I'll come up with anything. Let's see. KJ told me you have to fill out a ton of paperwork. Why they just don't throw they just throw it away? Too much extra work for them. Yeah. Oh, wow.
And there's probably legal ramifications and blah, blah, blah.
Well, yeah, I suppose
they don't want to get sued or something if the food is bad. Or...
Enter at own risk. But still, if you're donating stuff, you have a bit of legal protection when it comes to if it causes
it's like
harm.
the Samaritan law,
Yeah, that's very much similar to that. Lived around the corner. Okay, so Bumcrack says, in the 70s, a fireman that lived around the corner from me used to set his back garden on fire every weekend, then get his small hose out to put it out. Okay. What? Keeps the weeds down. Thank you. Yes.
Did I ever tell you that time about the time I set the backyard on fire when I was growing up?
Yeah, well,
that was a good time.
She lived in the country.
I lived in the country.
It happened.
Yeah, I seriously set our back acreage on fire in like March. I didn't understand when I was like 12 the ramifications of
fire
starting your burn barrel on, and then yeah, we had to call the fire department out.
Not good. So Kathy said she'd move to another city and dive. She wouldn't pay.
Ah.
Yeah. Semi-trailer and vape.
Now, Mr. Pest, that's not very nice. Be nice to Kathy.
Semi-trailer. Well, some of this, I mean, she could pull semi-trailers of stuff out, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. All right.
So somehow we went from websites to dumpster diving.
You want to see if anybody wants to come in?
Sure.
All right. We're going to pull it up here. Control copy. I did send Dave and Dee a link earlier. They did not participate. They are busy working and lurking. So I'm going to put it out there in the chat. And if you want to come on in and yak, Kathy or anybody else, let's see.
Wow, Kathy, you are very knowledgeable.
Well, considering what she does, do you blame her?
Yeah, they don't. They really, really don't.
Yeah, I knew there was something that said they could donate it and not be liable for whatever. So I got the link in the chat if anybody wants to pop in, say hi. We're cool with that. College just filled a dumpster full of fabric and yarn. Uh-oh, now you're talking her stuff here.
I would have been
cop there making sure you had a permit to pick. Wow. That's seriously bad.
Because, never mind.
It's a dumpster, people. I don't understand it. I don't condone it. Yeah. That's wild.
Send me fabric.
Does anybody have a permit? Speak up in the chat if you dumpster dive and you have a permit in your area. Because I can't see people doing that. But
I don't think we do.
12:41 p.m.
I'm just guessing.
Thank you.
I'm just guessing.
12:42 now.
But I highly doubt that our township has a permit for something like that.
Yeah. Well, you never know with them.
Yeah, that's true. I'll have to look it up now, just to make sure you're safe when you go out.
Yeah, you know,
do this.
I'm ordering my claw. I'm ordering my grippy thing. Go grab bags and grab things. I have the one that Kathy she sent me the details on that, so I'm going for it. Gonna order. Actually, you can get two. It come in a set of two.
You probably should, just in case you break one.
Surely.
You know, they're not the.
Well, I mean, you could always fall on it or break it or something.
Well, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that.
She's like the mentor for dumpster diving.
Well, she said we're awesome. Well, I'll take a compliment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So how many of you started out, when you started out reselling, those of you that resell, like working out of your spare bedroom in your house or off the kitchen table?
Derek's here. There comes Mr. Derek. Dude,
forgot your caffeine this morning?
How's everybody doing?
He comes on.
Yeah. So it was supposed to say RISD, Rhode Island School of Design. It's one of the bigger design schools in New England, and
okay.
They literally, I guess, because of the COVID thing, all the kids going back, I guess, didn't want to use the fabric that was there and yarn, and they even there was 2 Juki sewing machines in there too.
Wow! Did you have a permit?
Yeah, I did. I had mine ran out because with the disability, I didn't want to go and fill out for a permit, and then all of a sudden they'll be like, "Oh, what are you filling out a permit for? If you're supposed to be disabled."
Well, you can be disabled and still dumpster dive.
I know, but
It's ridiculous.
so I had a friend of mine go and four IKEA bags full.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
That's
it was a full yard dumpster. So, I mean,
Oh, Derek, stop talking now because I'm just going to be sad.
She's
Panda.
She's Jones in here. She's like,
Dang.
my mom was like, "Yay!"
Oh yeah,
Wow.
for sure. If it's your
Sewing
thing.
machines and fabric, and yarn, I would have been like head first. Okay, I just amended my whole. I would have been head first in that dumpster.
See what it takes. It just takes the right thing.
Well,
She's not into the food. She's not into the boxes. But throw yarn or fabric into a dumpster, and she's all over it.
Well, it's like when Anthony came up, when he came here, he took me up to because we have to travel 2 hours to go to the first to our bins. That's the closest one. And he started laughing. He took a video of me because he said, all of a sudden I hit a bin of hard goods and it was all vintage toys.
Yeah.
Said, all you saw was my feet.
He's up to his butt in toys.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be like, they're throwing away. There's a dumpster out there. For me, it would be there's a dumpster out there, and they're throwing away all their vinyl and 45s.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, you ain't kidding.
That would be me.
And the thing is, we're kind of a retail wasteland here. Mm-hmm. So there's not.
Yeah, in our area, we don't have a lot of great stores here. The mall is done.
Yep.
I mean, there's no anchor stores left.
The only thing occupying the mall are the seagulls on the roof, and it looks like something out of Alfred Hitchcock.
Don't drive by it. You'll have to wash your car
because you'll have to.
All our malls are pretty much becoming strip malls. Like they're just closing up the insides and just your entrance in from the outsides now. They
haven't even done that with this one. This one's just sitting there.
The only store that has that is Joann Fabrics, and they're basically the only store left.
Yeah,
and they have an outside entrance.
They're the only chain retail. Yeah, and when they went
closed
into
the inside
mall
entrance
a few years ago, they designed it so that you had to enter in from the parking lot.
So you can't even be in the mall and get into Joann.
Well, you used to be, but the shoplifting became a problem.
Truly.
So. Yeah, we used to have that we had a place. It was called Midland Mall, and it became Rhode Island Mall, and it was a hopping. It was 3 stories when I was a kid, and had everything, and then all of a sudden they just started closing down. They put a Walmart on the bottom and a Kohl's on top of it.
Okay.
So, but they didn't put an entrance into the mall. That was the worst thing that they did.
Right.
So they pretty much shut the mall down. Now it's getting separated and becoming an outlet.
Yeah, ours is in pretty bad shape. You don't even want to drive in the driveway because of the potholes and stuff.
Ours keeps getting sold and resold because they won't pay taxes on it.
Right.
And so then it starts going into county foreclosure.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why they buy it when they're not going to develop it, or if they buy it thinking that it's going to. But like we had an Old Navy in one of our strip malls, it went bust. They pulled it. So little by little, all these chain stores, we don't even have a Target anymore.
Yeah, we lost our Target. So I know. She ain't joking.
So now we have all these huge buildings
with nothing in them.
So. Office Max building has been empty for years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just.
Yeah, they made a lot of our Office Maxes, and we had Sam's Club. They made them all launch parks, like the bouncy parks and everything.
Okay. High ceilings.
Yeah. So, but that's pretty much what they've been doing. It's been like, why we lost our Marshalls, we lost all our Joann Fabrics, all our Pier 1.
You're breaking her heart. You're just breaking her heart.
We have a Joann's and we have a Michael's.
Yeah, we have Michael's, but I don't like going into it. Their price is jacked up to no end, and not going anywhere. So, and then you try to go to Walmart and try to find something, and it's like, forget it, you know?
Yeah, we have one of those.
Yeah.
I avoid that like the plague.
She's not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
So
I would that would be too much peopling for me.
Yeah, she doesn't people well.
I people well.
So what do
I
you-
just am selective about the people
What are you
I
What are you
wow
up What are you up to, Derek?
just doing the auctions on Monday, and
Uh-huh.
I'm doing an auction tomorrow with Paul Antonelli. He's doing a NASCAR.
Ooh.
He has a bunch of NASCAR's collection that he wants to get rid of, so he wants me to come in and give him a hand with what they are. And he says he knows some of them, but he says let's get the person that knows it in and let's do
Very
it.
cool.
And so I'm doing that, and then we're trying to get everything ready for the we're doing the we're not calling it a fundraiser, we are calling it a fun day raiser.
Was that for Funky Fluffy?
Yeah, just
Okay.
so we can get her bed and the just a little spending money, so when Fluffy either goes to Germany or comes here, he has something where he can go buy dinner.
Yeah, so for both of them, yeah.
Yeah, so
Good.
she's gonna be laid up on her belly for almost 6 months.
Yeah,
Oh, well, that'll be fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
She's
I know the surgery. My uncle had a deuce and a half, which is a military vehicle, land on his back in 1978. So
nice.
he had two steel rods put in his back, and I remember going to see him up in West Roxbury, VA, and we're outside, and he's lying on his lying face first down, going, "Hi guys," you know. So I know how it feels having somebody like that, but
Yeah.
so it'll be fun. I mean, he had an auction last night, and it's just tough for him to do an auction for everybody here to buy the stuff because it's the shipping. Because yeah, you can send the stuff to us at a reasonable price, but you add tracking to any packages coming from Europe, and it adds $20, or $10 to $20 to the package.
Oh yeah.
So
Dang.
That's crazy.
yeah. So
Yeah, so I've seen a couple. He's done a couple auctions, but yeah, it's like I can't really justify it.
Yep. So we're going through here. I have a whole box of lighthouses that my grandfather had when he was here. He was big into lighthouses, so we have all the like Cape May and going all the way across. We're going to be selling those.
Are you doing the thing? Cindy's having one on Saturday, right? The 1st.
That's you. That's
I know. I sent her a voicemail. I don't get back from her, but
yeah.
But are you going to be? My question was, are you going to be?
I'm going to be in the chat.
Oh, okay.
I'll be in the chat helping out. So, but yeah, I just pretty much it's that the racing has dropped until possibly September. With my son leaving in 2 weeks to go to college, pretty much.
Are they opening up the college there? Are they going to let him go back?
Let him go back. They're doing what they call a family pod, where you have your 10 people that you can hang around with in the dorm and stuff like that, and then you can't leave the campus. You gotta. There's so many stipulations, but
hopefully you like all 10 people or 9 people.
Well, that's it. That's the thing. I mean, he's already.
I like I'd be in there with Marquis de Sade, Hitler, just people like that.
Oh my god.
That'd be my luck.
She'd win them over.
His roommate is from Uzbekistan.
Cool.
Yeah, but
cultural diversity there, baby.
Well, we've talked to him through Zoom, and he seems like a really, really nice kid. He's going for economics, and Kyle's going for meteorology, so they'll be
There you go. Try to work on that whole accuracy thing, will they?
Well, that's why
not the most exact science.
The school he's going to, the broadcasting studio is named the Al Roker Studio because Al Roker is a professor there at the college because that's where he graduated from.
Cool.
So
that's neat.
Yeah, it's he got accepted into all 5 colleges that he wanted to, and this is the school he wanted to go to. It's
congrats. That's great. Congratulations.
It's a Division III school where he's getting a Division I scholarship, the Division I education.
Education,
so,
yeah. Hey,
and he's on Lake Ontario, so.
That's not horrible.
No, it's not.
It's not horrible at all.
He likes effect snow and stuff like that. So he does. That's him. He said if he ever gets married, he wants to get married in a blizzard.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want anybody there.
Yeah, I just want to
No, he's just he loves the way
snow.
he loves the way that the blizzard just portrays out in the open, and when you see it, he just loves it.
That's cool.
Here's a kid that will sit outside. He sat outside during one of the hurricanes and sat right there on the chair and just watched like all the clouds and how it's like
That's a passion for him. That's cool.
like,
That makes sense, I guess. That makes sense.
Yeah. So
You just got to find the person to marry that wants that as well.
well, that's it. But he's not, and I'm really shocked because he's the type of kid. I mean, he's an altar server. He's done a lot with the church, and he's just, Dad, I need to get my education. I need to get my job first, and then I worry about everything else.
Yeah, true.
I mean, he talks to girls and everything. It's not like he doesn't talk to them.
Sounds like he's got his priorities, in line, so that's good.
Well, that's one, and then you have the other one that's just you're gonna have to like put a leash on him and just hold on to him and be like, get over here.
At a certain age, that becomes inappropriate.
It's a moot point.
Yeah,
Trust me on this. As someone who went to college, it's a moot point.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
They'll still come home, but
But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's hitting my wife a little bit harder because it's our firstborn, and she's never had that. She has 5 sisters, so she knew kids leave, but when it's your own, it's like,
Right. The empty nester thing gonna set in, you think? Empty nester, gonna be like nobody.
We're already thinking that once they're on their way out, we're looking into a small camper and probably gonna do some traveling around states, and it all depends on what happens with this whole scenario.
Yeah.
Everything's up in the air right now. She wants to go and visit her sister in South Carolina. We want to try to drive down there. Want to go to Miami to see my uncle. I told her, I says, do you understand how a camper is to drive? It's not like a car.
Well, get a smaller one. You don't have to get a huge, I
know, but I can't get in the driver's seat and drive it. That's the problem. Where if I was okay, I would be I'll be doing all the driving. It didn't matter. I used to drive to Fort Lauderdale, Florida from here in 17 and a half hours.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to take 24.
I'm glad you're not on the road anymore.
But no, we got to see what happens. I mean, look at now Miami, the Marlins can't play baseball for the next 2 weeks. So all the teams that they have to play against, because they get all of them, 11 of them got corona. So now they're questioning if the rest of the baseball season is even going to happen.
Yeah, totally.
And now that they're questioning basketball, because basketball already started. I mean, you don't have a mask on, you're coughing in front of the guy. The guy's standing there going.
Yeah, that's good. It's something that definitely
they didn't plan well for that.
No, they didn't.
Not at all.
Junk Girl Patty says that she's a kid after my own heart with the weather stuff. Ah, okay. Both my sons moved out last year for jobs a couple hours away. It was hard, but we see them often, and we have gotten used to it.
Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time. I mean, like I said, he's 6 hours away from us, so he has to come back. They've made the rule that he is going to take his finals here at home. So once Thanksgiving break hits, he won't go back until January. So we'll have that time off. But
by record crate.
By record. Oh,
Bye,
you might hear a cat in the background.
Yeah, if you hear some wailing in the background, that's our oldest male cat. Yeah. He's a talker and he's a pain in the butt because he thinks he needs to get moist food all the time.
All the time.
So he sits there outside the door because they're not allowed in here, and he meows like, "Hey, you've been in there for a long time now. You need to come out." And
moist food. Dave, you did not help your kids pack. Well, maybe you did, but not for the reason you are putting forward. It's like, get out.
Dave, there's a reason I knew I liked you.
So I've been trying to find the perfect thing to send you for that because of that stupid mistake with the one.
Oh, speaking of packing things. I
can't. I really that bothers me because Paige's got something, and he's like, dude, you packed it perfect, and how the heck is this, because they don't care. They do not care.
No, they don't. Like I said, you got to pack it in a suitcase practically. The one that the gorillas used to throw around. You remember that commercial? Anybody? I'm dating myself here.
Oh, yeah. That's American Tourister.
Was it American Tourister or Samsonite?
One of the two.
One of the two, yeah. He got, ooh.
Yeah.
So I might say, I'm just possibly going to send you this.
Oh, that's lovely. Is that Betsy?
Betsy Ross. And
Betsy
she's sitting on
Ross.
her stool. She's a little politically incorrect. She doesn't have any underwear on.
You just flashed our audience. Thank you, sir.
So, but
Looking at Betsy Ross's skirt. That's lovely.
It's pretty cool.
That's cool. What's she made out of?
She's porcelain top.
Oh my god!
And then she's
You're gutsy son in porcelain after what happened to the last thing.
no. My sons and I. You should trust me. What we're gonna do to this thing? It's gonna be like sitting there going to Fort Knox and.
Send me your sharks. Just kidding.
Everybody wants my sharks.
Yes, everybody wants
sharks.
Show Mary your sharks. Everybody wants his sharks.
These are from the 90s.
We give him such grief about these sharks.
I have 8 of them, all different ones. This is the one I like the best. These are called street sharks.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember those.
That won't break in a bag. Throw in a bubble mailer. Send it on over.
Nice.
Cool. Those are cool. That's why everyone wants those.
They're mutants because they were kids that one was a roller skater, and so I sent it to my storage unit the other day. I have a Cheech and Chong skateboard.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Throw that in a bubble mailer. Send it to me. No, no, I trust you. Whatever you're gonna do is fine. I'm not worried.
I know. It's just I was so frustrated. I was just like, I can't stand this. But then, Cajun, Cajun.
Yeah.
Cajun Roots.
Yep.
Now Cajun lives 2 hours away from me.
Uh-huh.
I sent him a package with a PlayStation 2, bubble wrapped, everything nice. They literally ripped the box open. The postman said, "Look at this."
Wow.
He's like, "What the heck?" And he goes, "They took a picture of it. They bought it. And they're like, if it doesn't work, just let them know." I'm like sitting there going, "What is going on?"
That's crazy.
They just don't care anymore at all.
Well,
so that's why it's better. A lot of people say, "Well, you're spending a little bit more on shipping." Yeah, well, it's insured, it's tracked, it's because you never know these people anymore.
Well, so package. The moral of this story is, people package like you're sending it to the moon.
Yeah,
yes,
that's it.
Because things get busted easy. Okay, we gotta end this because we've been on. This is our hour, man. Thank you, Derek, for coming in. No worries. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for coming in. Have a wonderful day. D's on tomorrow.
Peace, love, and reselling.
And reselling, for sure.
Nice.
And we'll see you there. Thanks again, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.